Hello, sunshine! Welcome to Gracie's Tarot Garden. I am Gracie Gardner, and I am here to do another pick a card reading for you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So today's pick a card reading is called Thank You Next, and we're going to take a look at who you are going to date next. So we'll throw down some cards and we'll see what the universe has to say. But before we get into that, I just have to say a huge thank you to everybody who has taken a chance on me and watched my videos, who has subscribed, commented, liked them. It just means so much to me, and I'm so excited to be on this journey and so excited to have you guys along with me. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me. So we'll get right into the cards and I'll let you pick your pile. So for today's video, we have 3 piles for you to choose from. So for the first pile, we have this one here with this beautiful sunstone. You probably can't see how beautiful and sparkly it is, but it's quite lovely. This is pile number 2 here. And for this, we have a very lovely piece of angelite. This just was added to the family yesterday. I'm so excited to have this crystal in my collection. And last but not least, pile number 3. And we have the really nice sparkly, sparkly rainbow moonstone. I don't know if you can see that very well. So I'll give you another second to pick your pile, but if you do need more time, feel free to pause the video and make your selection, and we'll get right into your reading. Hello, beautiful sunny people who picked pile number 1 and this gorgeous sunstone. Lovely, lovely. So right away from your stone, I am getting a very fiery energy, but also fairly grounded as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person is a fire sign who also has a fair amount of earth, or it could be vice versa. It could be an earth sign that has a lot of fire. So I'm really excited today. We have, I have a deck that I made myself, and it's of love letters, famous love letters. So I'm really excited that I can use them today. So I do have a love letter here from your person, from your future partner, or the future person you're going to date. And I also have a song. So your song that came up was Best I Ever Had by Vertical Horizon. And I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to get this video mirrored for you guys, flipped over, so you'll actually be able to read this. Sorry, my phone's doing funny things here. So you'll be able to actually read this, but I'll read this to you anyways. This letter is from Charles Ames to Ray Ames, and it says, Dear Miss Kaiser, I am 34, almost years old, single, again, and broke. I love you very much and would like to marry you very, very soon. I cannot promise to support us very well, but if given the chance, I will sure in hell try. And then, I don't know if you can see there's a star here, and down here it says soon means very soon. So this person really wants to make you wifey or hubby, and they've got a fire under their ass, that's for sure. They really want to. So it also at the bottom of the letter he put, what is the size of this finger? As soon as I get to that hospital, I will write reams well, little ones. And then love with 7 X's. So your person might not be in the most financially stable position, but they certainly feel passionate about you. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am getting kind of a vibe, a feeling off of this, especially with the song by Vertical Horizon, that this is somebody that you already know that's in your world. You might have already had, I'm not getting that you necessarily, not necessarily that you've dated this person. It could have been more of a missed opportunity. For some of you, yes, you might have just dated this person for a little bit and they left. So, or I don't know why I said they left, but things broke off. So I do really get that this is somebody you know could possibly have already had a connection with in the past. So from the Romance Angels Oracle deck, we have It Is Safe to Love. So again, definitely getting the vibes that you might be a little cautious of this person, maybe because their financial situation is not the greatest, but it could also be because they are somebody that you know from the past. And I picked this pile for myself, so I know I can hear some of you in saying to yourself, oh dear Lord, I really hope it's not somebody from the past. But I'm in the same boat as you, so we'll get through this together. I always know that you do have the choice. You know, if you don't want this person back and you have had a connection with them, then by all means, don't take them back. So we do have codependency here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So perhaps the reason why in the past you two were not able to make it work is because there was some sort of addiction or some sort of issue going on. So maybe it could be gambling. For some of you, it could be alcohol. It could even be perhaps a sex addiction. But we also have this wedding card here. So this situation involves marriage. So this person has a fire under them, honey. They really want to put a ring on it. Really, truly, truly, truly. So today's tarot deck that I'm using is the Everyday Witch Tarot. And I'm just going to pull a few cards really quickly here. Yeah, I am getting very much that this is somebody from the past. Okay. So if you'll beg my pardon, if you'll give me just a moment, I'm just going to pull some cards here, see what comes up. I do think that this person has quite a nice personality. I do think they're have a very positive and sunny disposition. I do think that they tend to feel bad about themselves, like they feel inadequate, and I think that might cause them to have some self-sabotaging behaviors that they struggle with, for sure. So I'm really interested to see what messages come out here. But overall, I think this is a relatively happy person. I think they're a real go-getter. I think they have a lot of passion for you and they really feel on fire. They see a good thing. And with that song, Best I Ever Had by Vertical Horizon, I think that they've kind of tested the waters elsewhere and they've really come to see that, in fact, you were by far the best choice. And that they would just be absolutely ridiculous to lose out on you. They've come to a big realization, I think, that, even if you reject them, at least they can tell themselves that they tried and they won't have to sit and wonder and worry about what losing out on the possibility. So I do think they really see you as somebody special. And I think maybe put you a bit on a pedestal, which probably makes them feel inadequate at times. Like, why would somebody so wonderful and great want to be involved with somebody like me? Thank you. All right, and I'll just get a couple of cards for advice, and then we can get right into your reading. I have a couple cards, please, Spirit, for advice. So I think that in the past, we have the Seven of Cups showing up for their energy. So this could be somebody who has had a lot of options, or they like to have options in the past, and they really wanted to keep it like that. And, you know, they just thought that when they were ready to settle down, the right person would come along. But I think they've tested the waters, they've gone out, they've dated, they've spent time with other people, and they've really come to see that's not the case. And they actually are quite worried that by the time they get their act together, you will have been moved on. You won't be available anymore, or you won't be open to having a relationship with them. Okay, Spirit, can I please have a couple cards for advice so we can get in with our reading? Thank you. All right. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Parfait. So, like I said before, we have this Seven of Cups here. So I think they were a little bit confused about things. I really don't think they could see things very clearly at all in the past. I think that cards are shiny and the light is bright. But I really just think they just had a lot going on. And if it wasn't a lot of other people, it was just a lot of other stuff. Maybe school or work, family, just a lot of things that were distracting them from this connection. And they just really couldn't see the trees for the forest sort of thing. But I think when they come back to you, they're going to be very much in this manifestation energy, this magician energy, where they are going to want to create a new life for you. They are working hard to build their life, build their abundance, so that they can be something that you would want. I think they feel a little stuck, perhaps, because I think with this Three of Wands and this Justice card, they're very much wondering if you're going to accept them back. So they want to bring balance into this situation here, but they're also going to be respectful enough to, if they're getting signs from you that you're not interested, they're not going to be overbearing about it. They're going to be respectful if you say, no, I'm not interested in this, I don't want this. So I think they are expecting that they'll have to make some sort of amends with this Justice card. I think they're expecting that you might have some choice words for them about how they treated you in the past. But I think they're more than willing to take whatever it is you are going to give them. And I think you might have some stuff to say to this person. I don't know what happened, honey. But we've got the Nine of Wands here for representing you. How are you going to be looking at them when they come to you? So you are going to be leery. You are going to be feeling a little bit like, I am not sure I can do this. Honestly, you're going to be uncertain if that's the path that you want to go on. So you might be feeling a little bit defensive, but also seeing the possibilities, the passion. You are considering it, I think. But again, really weighing the pros and cons in the situation. You definitely can see things for as they are, as they appear. You don't want to get back into that energy. So interestingly enough, when I asked what will you be attracted to, we had the 5 of Wands. So maybe you kind of will be into the feistiness that they're going to present. Maybe the fact that they won't, I think they will take no for an answer, but I think they'll make certain that you're certain, I suppose is the right way to say it. So they might really want to talk it out with you. They might really want to make sure there's nothing that they can do to make things better. And I think ultimately that might be what you find attractive, is their willingness to get to the heart of the issue. They're not afraid. They're not skirting around the big stuff anymore. They're not put off maybe by your sassy attitude, your uncertainty, and you can see that they're willing to step up. So maybe they're even talking to your friends about you to really gauge how you're doing, how you're feeling about the situation. I don't know if you find that attractive or not, but yeah, I can just see there's a lot of talk involved, and ultimately you are going to enjoy that. You are going to be willing to accept that it has a little bit of a rougher start. So interestingly enough, we have the 6 of Cups here for your card for what is going to be challenging. So this is telling me that you are going to have a hard time accepting this person back, because 6 of Cups often talks about somebody from the past. So you could be very much in the mindset of, nope, I am wanting somebody new. I do not want somebody from the past. And so this is really something you're going to have a hard time getting your head over. And I really saw that reflected in the 9 of Wands there. But I think ultimately you're really going to see the giving nature of this person, the kindness, the gentleness. And I think there really is a soul connection here, and I think there's probably an attraction to this person that you just can't deny. And I think it's pretty mutual with this 6 of Cups. It often talks about a soulmate. So I know the past life card did not come out for you guys, but I am getting that this could be a past life connection. So you very well might have some karma to work out. You might have some past life connection. They could be a part of your North Node. So they might have a North Node connection with you. So there's just this undeniable draw to them that even though you don't want somebody from the past, you want somebody new, you kind of are, I don't want to say sucked in, because again, we all have choice, but there's this undeniable draw to them that you just can't quite explain in a way. You just feel connected to them, like there's still more business left to be done with them. So how will you guys help each other grow? Oh, beautiful cards here with this Empress card and the 2 of Cups. So you might end up having a child with this person because she is very obviously pregnant. But if you guys are not at the age in which to have babies, then fear not. This is just saying to me that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for growth in this connection. So I think in particular when it comes to relationships, So maybe you've never really had a connection in which you have really felt like you've met your match, you met your soulmate or your perfect pair. And I think that this connection really does have that potential for a lot of harmony and growth and balance and abundance. I do think this person will be much more stable when they come back. And I do think that they will be much more committed to showing you just how much they want to love you and be a part of your life. So for compatibility here, we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. So, I mean, I do think that you guys are compatible for sure. I think one of the issues that lies within this connection, because every connection has issues. It's not just those that involve somebody from the past. So I do think that finances would definitely be a struggle. You guys, I'm getting, it might be a little bit more on the younger side, this pile. Or perhaps this world situation we're in right now has left your person a little less than financially stable. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe they just took a really big hit with some investments or business. And so they really don't feel like they have a lot to offer you at this point in time. But again, we had that Empress and the Two of Cups, so we do have lots of ability for growth. And we have the Knight of Pentacles here. And the Knight of Pentacles is, yes, it is one of the slower movement cards, right? So it's all about slow growth, but it is also one of the most stable as well. So I do think that this is pointing to a really stable connection that has the potential to grow really nicely over time. I do get that this person would be pretty respectful of you and your needs, and you possibly could be the kind of person who needs a lot of space, or you just enjoy having your own life and you might really worry about how being married to this person would kind of infringe on that. So this is telling me that that's not so much of a concern, that they will gladly give you the space and time that you need to work on yourself. You might do a lot of meditation, and you might spend a lot of time alone out in nature. And I really just feel like this person is quite accepting of that. I really do see that they are just so eager to be able to have a life with you and really work on building things with you, that they're just ready to give you just about anything that you desire. Like, look at him. He's just like, please, this is my last coin. This is my only coin. You can have it. So I think this person, it could be a man or a woman, but they really are just really eager to, sorry, my word. So they're just really eager to build a life and grow with you. So if you need to, take time for yourself. Don't be afraid to assert your needs. And if you do need space, make sure that this person, in all of their excitement and eagerness, isn't encroaching on what you need to do for your own balance and stability. So for advice from Spirit, we had this lovely Three of Cups card. So for advice, I think this is really saying that to give it a try, to just go out with this person, have fun. You don't have to commit. You know, they might be so gung-ho to be married and make you theirs, but you don't need to go at that pace. You can just enjoy each other's company, really get to know each other, really figure out if this person has changed, if they are who they say they are, if they are what they're presenting, and just have fun. That, you know, you don't need to go for any major commitments. Go out for some dates, spend some time together, and, you know, there's no harm in just having one date or just giving it a go, just giving it a try and seeing where it takes you. So pile one, that is pretty much all I've got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm so sorry that it's somebody from the past. I know it's kind of a bummer sometimes, but I really do feel like this person is quite sincere in their desires. I do think that they have changed a fair bit. So be open to the possibilities. Like the Romance Angels card says, it is safe for you to love. There are issues like every connection, but I do think that this does have the potential for some long-lasting, a long-lasting relationship. So thank you for joining me at Gracie's Tarot Garden. If you enjoyed this, I'd love to hear about it, or give this video a like, a share, or even consider subscribing. Thank you so much. I love you. I love you. Take care. Bye. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful sunny people who picked pile 2 with this gorgeous angel light. And I have to tell you, you guys, from the minute that I picked this crystal out and got cards, I started getting messages from your person, and it was so strong that it's almost overwhelming. And it's really funny because I do feel like this person is not so great with their words in real life, but their higher self is so determined to get some sort of message across. So I have to say that for at least one person watching this video, there is some really important message here that your person really wants to communicate with you. They're very nervous about it right now for some reason. They're very nervous that I'm going to mess it up and that I am not going to say the right words, which, you know, okay, that's fine. But with this angelite crystal, okay, so I'm getting so many messages with this angel light crystal. When I picked it up, it was all covered in this thick white powder, and I had to take a brush, and it took me about 2 hours of scrubbing it with a nail brush to get the powder off to this point here. So I really think that this person, first off, I do think that they're possibly an air sign. I am picking up big air sign energy here with this. But I think that I think they're a really delightful person, first of all. I just want to say that because this person is so determined to get across their message that I almost don't need my tarot cards right now. I am going to pull tarot cards because I really feel like it will help solidify what they have to say for you. But this person is so determined to send you a message because I really feel like they're worried that their 3D self is not going to be able to communicate this well with you, and they're going to, there's going to be some problem, like they don't have confidence that they're going to be able to communicate the important words to you. So this person's really, they have like almost like a public persona. For some of you guys, this person might actually have like a pen name or something, or like a stage name. So they're very protective. They're the kind of person with this angelite. Angelite is very soft. It's one of the softest rocks. So they're so protective of themselves because they have this very soft, tender middle. Like they're all heart, and yet they hardly know how to be able to express themselves. So your song that we got was More Than Words by Extreme. So you might want to take a look at that song if you want some extra insight. And even this love letter that we got here, it's a love letter. I have a deck of them that I made up. It's famous love letters. Even this love letter is quite simple, short, and to the point. It's from Gustave Flaubert, to Louise Colette. And it says, I will cover you with love when next I see you, with caresses, with ecstasy. I want to gorge you with all the joys of the flesh so that you faint and die. So I think this person really, I think they're good with their words normally, except when it comes to the ooey gooey, mushy stuff, when it comes to expressing how they feel, like the really important stuff, they just are at a loss. And so I think that they're really afraid that they're not going to be able to express adequately how they feel, and they're going to miss out on an opportunity, or there's going to be some issue with that. So I think this person is going to be much more expressive, like physically, or they're going to be very careful about what they do to show you that they love you. So they might be the kind of person that would go out and pick you flowers, or make you coffee in the morning and bring it to you in bed. Just little things like that, because they just really struggle with the words I love you, or you mean so much to me, or I like you so much, and those words fail them. So they're really very careful to do things to show you that they care. So yes, like I was saying before, this person is very protective of themselves, to the point that it's almost to their detriment. So they have this harder outer coating, or they have this outward appearance, this persona that they have. And so I think this person has really had a lot of times in their life where they were ostracized for being real, where they've had a lot of times where they've been ridiculed even for being authentic, for being themselves. And it's really resulted in them having a hard time showing that to people. And I don't think that this person really has in the past found somebody for which they feel like they can really be authentic with them. So they do struggle to show that side of themselves. They feel like there's more of an acceptable side. That is them, of course. It's not that they're being inauthentic, but just that it's just that they just are afraid very much that if they are real and true to their core, that they would be an outcast in society. Because I think this person is an empath. I'm picking up on empath vibes big time. I am also getting that this person is deeply spiritual, although I don't think it's something that they show very readily to people, because I do think it is something that people have criticized them for. So they are quite divinely protected, and I do think of angels very much with that angelite stone. So I do think that they have a lot of angelic presence with them and around them. I am picking up on Archangel Michael specifically, with the blue, which is awesome because I love Archangel Michael. He's one of my favorites. He's part of my spirit team. So I do think that this person has had experiences with angels. Not that it's something that they readily talk about with a lot of people, but with people that they're comfortable with, they might open up a little bit. So, But again, I think that they've really just never had anybody in their life, even when it comes to parents and family. They've never really had anybody who's been okay with them, who they really are. So they really feel like there's just no point in being 100% authentic. I don't even know if they know how to be 100% authentic, true to the core with who they really are. So yes, this person does have a lot of angelic guidance around them. What else? What else was I getting? Okay, so we'll get into it. All right. Sorry, one last card here for advice from Spirit. Also with Angel Light, the one thing that I was getting, that I thought of was you can't put it in water because it melts. And the first thing that I thought of was that they might be a little bit witchy. So that might be something that will help you identify this person. And so, because, you know, I'm thinking Wizard of Oz, you throw water on the witch, right? So, again, I think this is something they do more in secret, and it's not something that they're very open about. But I do think that they're a little bit witchy. I do think that they can command elements, possibly. And, yeah. Alright, so let's get into the tarot cards here. So, a card to represent them. We have this King of Wands. So I do think on the surface they do present as a very passionate, well put together person. And that is who they are. But again, there is a much softer side to them than that. So they might have really big plans. They might be starting up a business. I'm hearing conquering the world. So they... When you guys get together, this person is going to have a lot of projects on the go, I'm getting. They're going to be very determined and very motivated to get shit done. They're really passionate. They've recently found something that they're quite into, and I think this person for the first time is really starting to find their purpose, and it's really motivating them to work hard and be passionate and authentic in ways that they previously have not been able to. So for you, we have the Strength card. So you could be a Leo. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Sun, more fire energy here, and the Seven of Wands. So for you guys, I think you're a little uncertain of this person. I think you can see the absolute brightness of this person, and I think you see the beautiful qualities that exist with them, but I think there are some things that make you pause about this person. I think there are characteristics, or maybe there's been some behaviors in the past that have left you feeling a little defensive. And one thing that I am getting, you might have cut this person off in the past. You might have had to really lay down some boundaries with them, perhaps. Maybe you felt like you couldn't handle some of the behaviors, because I think for this person, they are so sensitive at the core that the minute that they sense, and I think they can sense a lot, the minute that they sense any sort of bad feelings, or maybe if you were to say something about them behind their back. Maybe not necessarily in a bad way, but maybe you just needed to talk something out. If they were to sense that, they're so sensitive and they're so avoidant that I think it would just cause this person to disappear or run away, or they have a very self-protective nature to them. And I think you can see that. I think it makes you wonder sometimes. I think you see the strength in them. But I also think this relationship or this connection has also challenged you in a lot of ways. But I also think it's challenged you in a lot of good ways with this Sun card. So perhaps seeing them grow and change and accept who they are as a person has really helped you to do the same, to really heal the things that you need to heal. Because I do think that this person is healing. I think they really are trying to open up more. And it's kind of what I'm getting here. We have when I asked what are you going to be attracted to with this person, we had the Death card. So maybe they can communicate with the dead, or maybe they're psychic. Maybe you like that. Maybe you like the fact that maybe you like that spiritual side of them, I am getting. But I think for a lot of you, you've seen this person go through a little bit of a transformation. And that's what the Death card is really about, is about new beginnings and transformations. So maybe this person has cut something out of their life. Maybe they've had some new beginnings. They've started over. And you really find this quite attractive about this person. I think there's the mysteriousness of them, the depth to them, maybe the fact that they're hard to figure out. So you've seen changes in them, I think, and it's really drawn you to them. I am picking up on a little bit more of a feminine energy. So I do think for a lot of you guys, you are looking for a female connection. But those of you that are not, fear not, don't worry. I just think that this person, if it is a male, is much more in tune with a lot of his feminine qualities. And we all embody masculine and feminine qualities, no matter what gender we are. So let's say this person is a male, and he is quite in tune with a little bit more of his feminine nature. I can really see how in the world that we live in, why they would feel like that is something that they have to suppress or hide or try to cultivate an alternative persona. Because we live in a world where the feminine is often seen as being weaker, is often seen as being inferior. And so as a male, to take on that or to embrace those qualities, as delightful and lovely as they are, and I am not bashing the female at all, the divine feminine. But in our world, it's really hard for a male to strongly embody some feminine qualities. So I just want to put that out there. Don't worry if this is a man. I do think this is somebody who is fairly well adjusted, and they've really learned how to be socially acceptable and adaptable, and so you don't need to worry about him being overly feminine. But I think just the fact that if it is a guy, he's just so sensitive and tender-hearted, and it's not been an easy journey for him to live in this world where tender and sensitive in a man is very frowned upon. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So what will be challenging? We have the 8 of Pentacles here. So growing with this person is going to be challenging. I really do think that it takes a lot to break down this person, to get them to break down the barriers that they put up, the walls that they put up, as a protective measure, that they've really put that in place to try and, because nobody likes to be ridiculed. Nobody likes to be told that they're wrong and not good enough. And so I think you're going to find it's going to be a lot of work to take off that outer coating, that hard shell, that whatever you want to call it, and really get down into that ooey gooey middle center where you're really able to see the authentic, true self come through. So I do think that would be something that you'd really have to think about and consider whether or not it's what you want to invest in, for sure. So I asked Spirit, how will you help each other grow? And we have this beautiful Six of Cups card here. So this is telling me that I'm really getting that this is a soul connection, and that this connection will actually be quite healing for the both of you. I think that if you're able and willing to give this person a chance and really able to have the patience to kind of break down those walls that they've put up, you will see a lot of growth in this person, because I think it would be for the first time that they would really have somebody that would truly love them for who they are. And I kind of feel like crying right now. And I think that this person really is hopeful for somebody that is willing to accept them, and fearful at the same time that you will just be another person who is not willing to try to make the effort to get to know them, or won't like who they are at heart. Sorry, my word. Golly. So, I do think you are soulmates. I do think that you have some sort of past life connection here, possibly, with this Six of Cups card. I do think that there could be a friendship here, so this could be somebody that you know as a friend. But I really do see that this has the potential to grow for both of you. I think this would be incredibly healing for this relationship, could be incredibly healing for this person. And the nice thing about this person is that I think that because they've had so many people who aren't willing to accept them for who they are, they would be more than willing to accept some of your less savory qualities, perhaps, shall we say. I think they're an incredibly devoted person at heart, and very, very loving. The potential for love is incredible. So for compatibility here, we have the Page of Swords. So I think I'm actually going to pull another card just to clarify. And wipe away a couple tears. Okay. I don't know why I'm hearing, but this person, I think, is really, they're waiting for you. They've been looking for you their whole entire life, with that Page of Swords energy there. I do think this person is quite stable, and I think this connection would be incredibly abundant and fruitful. I do think with this Page of Swords, this connection needs a lot of communication and done the right way. I do think that you do need to be careful the way that you communicate with this person, because they are so sensitive, and this person is cringing when I say that. They don't like the word sensitive because they've been told their whole life that they're too sensitive. So this person is just so tender-hearted that let's say you guys had a fight and you went off to your friends, or there's something they did that you having a hard time dealing with, and you went to talk to somebody about it. They're so intuitive, they would know. They're so in tune with you. They will be so in tune with you that they'll know. And they'll feel deceived by that. And so I think that the reason why this person is coming so strong right now to me is because they want to say that just because they're tender-hearted and sensitive, it doesn't mean that you can't come to them and talk to them. That's what they need most of all. So avoiding the issues with them is the worst thing that you can do. You absolutely have to talk out as much as you can with them, and really give them a safe environment to express how they feel, and really be very nurturing with them. So I do think you're compatible. I'm really getting that, especially with that Queen of Pentacles there. Such earthy, down-to-earth energy here. So, but I do think communication is going to be the weakest point for this connection. So it's really important to talk out everything that you can, and not talk it out with other people, but talk it out with them. They are very strong, and they can handle it, even though it does seem like they are quite sensitive at times. So from our Romance Angels Oracle, oh, and for advice, I'm sorry, I almost forgot here. We have this beautiful Magician card here for advice. So I think you guys are manifesting each other. I think that this person is everything you could almost ever want in a partner. I'm really getting that. I think might have been in a similar situation where you have felt like you've been in a lot of lackluster connections that haven't really been very deep. And I think that you've maybe wished and prayed for somebody who really understands you. And I think that they are doing the same. So I think the advice for this is to have faith that you guys will come together and that it will work out no matter the issues, and that you have the ability to create the beautiful life that you want. Not to be scared of that, because sometimes the thought of being with somebody who seems too perfect for us can be scary. But to really make sure you're clear with the universe what you want. And yeah, I do think you guys are you're manifesting this, and you really do have the ability to bring this into a beautifully successful relationship. So we have engagement, chemistry, and getting to know each other. So there definitely is a need here to really work on breaking down those barriers and those walls with this person. I do think this person holds people at an arm's length for quite a while until they feel comfortable, but I do get the feeling that once they feel comfortable with you, it's just like it all just melts away. Those walls are gone. So I don't think it's going to be this never-ending process of trying to get through to them, trying to get to know them. I just think it's going to take time. And I really do think that this is what this card is saying, that it's worth investing the time in trying to get to know this person. And I think you will feel it when you start to see glimpses of the real them, of the person that you know and love. You'll feel that chemistry growing between you, and it will get to the point where it's undeniable and unmistakable. So yeah, your commitment is ascending to higher levels. So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So if this is somebody that you identify as a friend, you definitely see it blossom. Pardon me, blossoming into a very, very beautiful, loving, long-term relationship. So I really hope that I didn't scare you off of this person. I think this person is so incredibly worried that when it comes time to saying what they need to say about what they need, I don't think this person is very good at saying what they need. And so I think that their higher self is very concerned about making sure that you know what at the heart you are going to need to make this work. So I really hope that didn't scare you off. This person is an absolute delightful person. I think they're an angel in human form. So thank you for joining me on Gracie's Tarot Garden. If this at all resonated, I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Otherwise, hit that like button, share, subscribe. You know the drill. I love you guys so much. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Take care of yourself. Bye now. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful sunny people who picked pile 3 and this beautiful rainbow moonstone. It's so lovely, and I get such a beautiful watery cuppy vibe from it. So your person could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So, and I'm also getting with that stone, because I actually was getting a lot of messages just from the stones alone. But one thing I am getting is that you and your person are actually going to be quite different, but very compatible. So I do think that you're going to be opposites, so you could even be opposite signs from one another, and I cannot for the life of me think of what the opposite signs of the water signs are right now. Oh my god, I am the worst tarot reader in the world. So there's kind of a polar opposite, and I do think that for some of you guys, you might actually be in a multi-racial connection. So you guys could be different races, which is lovely. I think diversity is a beautiful thing. I do think that your person has a lot to say, because when I was shuffling out my love letters, I have a deck of love letters that I made. Like, so many kept on falling out every time. It would be like 5 or 6 at a time. So I think that they're probably going to be so expressive about their love with you, about their passion. And I think they're incredibly passionate too. And so I do think you might at times might find it a little, might leave you wondering. So the first one that we have here is from Laurence Olivier to Vivian Leigh, and it's a little saucy, I have to say. It says, I am sitting naked with just my parts wrapped in your panties. My longing for you is so intense. I'm loving and adoring and wanting you so. So, holy moly, they have got the passion for you. Like, you do it for them like they've never ever known. So we also have this one from Frida Kahlo to Diego Rivera, and it says, nothing compares to your hands, nothing like the green gold of your eyes. My body is filled with you for days and days. You are the mirror of the night, the violent flash of lightning, the dampness of the earth, the hollow of your armpits is my shelter. My fingers touch your blood. All my joy is to feel life spring from your flower fountain. So, a lot of passion, like almost to the point I'm thinking of like insanity. To just, it makes them feel crazy for you. And your song is Passion Fruit by Drake. Good old Canadian boy. Go Canada. So one thing that's standing out to me from that song is the lyric, passionate from miles away, passion passionate about the things you say. So you guys could be at a distance. I don't think it's a crazy far distance. It could be for a few of you, but I do think there are some challenges with that. So I'm going to get your tarot cards for you guys. Oh, my cat Joe has decided to come over and say hi. Hello, Josie. Are you coming to entertain everybody while I shuffle? I apologize. I have the neediest cat in the whole entire world. I think. So, okay. Come on, baby. Get down. Get down. Oh, I know. You want to be close. I swear I could wear this cat in a baby carrier and she'd be the happiest thing in the whole entire world. Just to be carried around and cuddled all day long. Which is not always feasible. Hi, baby. Yes, I love you. Yes. Oh, such nice cards coming out for you guys. Wow. Can't wait to get into it. So right away, we got the Six of Cups coming out for them. So this is totally a soulmate connection. Six of Cups does sometimes indicate somebody from the past coming back. So just to warn you, this could be somebody from the past. Don't shoot the messenger. Of course, if it's somebody from the past that you don't want, then by all means, you do not have to engage with them. So, but I do think that there's a soul recognition between you guys, and I think there's this deep love that they have for you. Okay, baby. Okay, come on down. Go on down. All right. Oh, beautiful. My gosh. I was a little worried about this pile. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't sure what was going to come out, but overall, not too bad. Okay. Beg your pardon, just a couple more minutes here, just a minute or two. Oh, lovely. Gosh. Okay. 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 All right. I see. So, let's get into them. I already talked about the Six of Cups here, so I think they do feel a real strong connection to you. Think that they are somebody who is incredibly hardworking here with this Eight of Pentacles. I think they work hard. I think they earn a good living, and I really do get that they like to spoil the people around them, especially with this Two of Cups here. So I think they kind of like to identify as boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever the case may be. I think they really like to be a part of a couple, and they enjoy being able to have somebody to have good times with and to spoil. We've got the Magician here for them as well, so I think they could be quite creative. They might have some Gemini in their charts, I'm getting here with this Magician card. So they could be manifesting you into their life right now. So they could be really thinking about what they want in a relationship, the kind of person that they want, because I think they really want to be sure that the next one that they end up with is the right one. So for you, we have the beautiful King of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. So I have again, we've got that water energy for you with that 9 of Cups. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you might also have a lot of earth in your chart as well with that Pentacle card. So I think even though you do have a lot of water loving energy, you are also very stable and grounded in yourself. I think that you don't accept crap is what I'm hearing, which I think is great. You're not afraid to reject somebody who is giving you a subpar offer. So if it's not worth your time, then forget about it. So I think that you are very much their wish fulfillment as well with that 9 of Cups there. So what will they be attracted to? What will you be attracted to them? Why will you be attracted to them? And we have this 10 of Cups, and I think you will really be able to see yourself having a beautiful life with them, with kids and stability and having lots of fun and lots of abundance. Look at all those cups there, man. So I really think that you can see a lot of potential for love in this connection. It's pretty obvious there with that 10 of Cups. So you guys might really be interested in starting a family. That's beautiful. So I asked, what will be challenging? And we have the Emperor card. And the Emperor card can be a little bit of a challenging energy. So they might be a passionate person, but at times they might be a little unyielding, so they might have a hard time seeing your perspective. They might have a hard time understanding what you want. Now, the Emperor is a very fair person, but he can also be a little bit cold at times. So maybe if you are a Cups or an Earth, or you might feel like it's all passion sometimes, is what I'm hearing, because the Emperor is a fire sign. So you might feel like this person is all passion, and where's the love, where's everything else that goes along with it. And so you might be wondering at times whether or not this person is even, I think you'll know that they're invested in you, but you will wonder if they truly love you sometimes. But when I asked how will you guys help each other, we got this beautiful Sun card here. So ultimately, I do really see that you guys can help each other create a beautiful life filled with lots and lots of happiness. Of course, every connection has its challenges. And if this is a masculine that you are asking about, it can be difficult sometimes for masculines to embrace their more feminine qualities and their more loving side. So that can be understandable. So I really do see that if you want a family with this person, it is a very strong possibility with these kids here. We've got like the grandma, the mom, and the kid. So I think that this person will really help you to build that happy life with lots of family surrounding you. I really am getting that they're going to bring a lot of sunshine into your life. So I also asked how compatible you guys will be, and we got this beautiful star card here. So what a gorgeous energy here. So you guys are definitely compatible. I'm hearing you can really help this person heal. You'll heal each other, I think, with this star card. So if you've had issues in the past, I do see that's something you can get through, and you can build a new beginning. I just think that you are just so absolutely gorgeous and magnetic to this person. Like, I don't think I can quite explain to you just how much you do it for this person. Like, they just think you're everything. They just think that you're gold. Like, I'm hearing, like, also Beyonce upgrade you. So, like, you take this person to the next level. Like, they might have their shit together and they might have a really good life, but you just kick it up a notch by being there on their arm. So I asked for some advice, and I've got 3 cards here. The 3 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. So this is telling me that if there has been some past heartbreak, or if there is some issues, some heartbreak that happens early in this relationship, that you definitely are going to be able to work on it. I mean, you guys got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles and the freaking Sun card. Like, I couldn't have picked better cards for you guys. So I think this is just a little bit of reassurance that in every relationship there is some heartache and loneliness. But ultimately, like, the final result is what's important. It's family that's important, right? It's about being happy and being stable and being grounded. So don't be put off. Don't run away from troubles. Don't run away from this person. And I am seeing here with our Romance Angel card that there could have been some issues with this person in the past. Maybe you saw some behaviors in them that was less than savory and it turned you off of them. So maybe you've seen them behave in ways that you just were like, no, I've never put up with that in a person. So I do think that this is Spirit's way of saying, like, it's okay, flirt with them, be open. You don't have to commit right away. You can take it slow, but ultimately this could be the one. So, and it says here, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this is definitely somebody that you know, but maybe they haven't impressed you very much in the past. Maybe they've asked you out and you've said no because you were like, no, I don't think this is... Maybe because you think that you guys are too different, right? So this is just Spirit's way of saying, hey, you never know, those differences could actually be your strength, and to give it a shot. So I hope you guys liked that. Check out Passion Fruit by Drake. Listen to the lyrics and see if anything in there rings true for you guys. If this at all resonated, I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. And I really hope that I'll see you back here at Gracie's Tarot Garden again soon. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you. Till I see you next time. Bye. Mwah.